Hi Crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I am going to make a couple house mouse cards, and if you are a house mouse person like I am, you probably already know about the house mouse release that Spellbinders went out with a few weeks ago, but here is a look at them if you have missed out on the announcement. But these are cling rubber stamps, all of them, by the way. They work very well in a Misty. You just have to take out the black bottom foam piece and it works perfectly. So the first one here is Party Time, which I thought was super sweet. And I love the fact that House Mouse puts on the bottom what mice they are, because if you see in their logo, they do have a name for every mouse, and each mouse has kind of its own coloring. But you don't have to follow that if you don't want to. You can be a rebel and do whatever you want. All right, and then there's this one. This one's called Froggy Throat, which I relate to this one really a lot right now because when I'm filming, my voice is a little bit scratchy. So maybe I need a little mouse to come check on me. But this one is Muzzy and Friends. So sweet. Our next one is Amanda and Maxwell. They're on this card as house mail. So this is a really large stamp and it does fill up a A2 size card very nicely. A lot of these do that as well. Our next one is this adorable little mouse, Monica, and this is called Party Streamers, and you can see all of the ribbons and the streamers definitely have some shading on them already, so it kind of makes it easy to stamp with and color. And then there's some sentiments there, happiest of birthdays and let's party. Then another one is this one, Flying to See You. This is little Mud Pie here, and he's got some wings. Very sweet and cute, and the sentiments are you can do it and sending love your way. So definitely encouraging. And then, of course, the last one is called This Tall. This was my favorite one of the whole collection. I just really connected with this one. There's Monica and Amanda, and I am going to go ahead and color it as I tell you why this one really stood out to me. So just for the information, just to be out there, I am just going to color as I talk. But the Copic markers should be lit up so you can see the colors as I color if the color matters to you. But this one I thought was just so sweet and fun, and it really reminded me of when I was a little girl and I would get measured. My mom would measure me in our pantry. We had a pantry, and behind the door we would measure my height. So that was super fun and I love seeing it. And it was probably the saddest part of the whole process of my parents selling my childhood home was not being able to see that ever again. But such is life, and the house is still there and someone else can enjoy it and grow up there, and that's okay. Plus their new house is really fun, and I just love that they are close by me and not an hour and 50 some minutes away anymore. So that is fabulous. Another reason why this stamp really resonated with me is because of my sweet little kindergartners. I do measure them. It's part of their math curriculum, actually, is to have them get measured. There is a poster that comes with our math curriculum, and it's this adorable mama kangaroo and a baby kangaroo in the pouch, you know, a Jack and a Joey. And side note, that is what kangaroos are called. If you didn't know, girl kangaroos are Jills, Joeys are the babies. Anyway, and the kindergartners get measured each season. So they're in school fall, winter, spring. So they got measured in the beginning of the school year here, and then they get measured after Christmas break, and then we will measure one more time right before the end of the school year in spring. So it just was a really sweet little image here, and I just could not help but think about my sweet kindergartners and they love getting measured. There's just something so fun about it. They stand up all tall, and you know, it's all about them at that moment. It's just so cute. And it's just one of those moments with, in other grades, you don't have that moment and that experience. So just another reason why I just love being a kindergarten teacher. Side note, my coloring here is not perfect and not professional, if you will. There's a train going by, but I don't know how loud that's going to be on camera. Anyway, with Copic coloring, I don't do a lot of it on camera because, again, I'm not a professional Copic colorer or colorist, if you will. There's plenty of other people online who are, but you know, I'm not going to let that take away the joy of coloring and enjoying card making just because I'm not perfect at it. I'm just going to give it my best shot and go for it. It's kind of how I feel about watercoloring as well. I am not a perfect watercolor painter at all, but I do enjoy the process and I find it so relaxing. So, you know, it's okay. And Copic markers are just super fun. They are extremely expensive. So if you're going to invest in them, if I'm going to invest in them like I have, why not just enjoy it and not stress out about it? I was gifted a lot of these for Christmas, I think 3 years ago, believe it or not. I could not believe that they've lasted this long, actually. I haven't replaced any nibs yet. I've gotten more colors as I've kind of gone along here, but replacing a nib, it just sounds actually terrifying. I'm sure it's a very simple process, but it just sounds like a disaster and a mess waiting to happen. So I haven't done that, but I don't know, one day. Maybe that would be a fun thing to do live on YouTube. Haha. Anyway, oh, that was E33. Sorry, I held the lid that time. Anyway, if you are interested in more house mouse projects, I do have a whole bunch of house mouse videos on my channel, so you can just kind of look around there and you'll probably see them pretty easily. I had some with their summer stuff with the adorable raspberries, and they're kind of like all playing around. And then the Christmas release that came out, I was obsessed with the little mouse that swung on the Christmas lights. I found that to be just so cute. And then the two mice that are underneath the mistletoe giving each other a little kiss. I just couldn't even get over that. It was so cute and it really spoke to me. But I do like house mouse. I used to use house mouse stamps when I was younger with my mom and grandma when we would stamp and color just for fun, mostly for scrapbooking. But it was just a fun little memory to have about my childhood, was rubber stamps, you know. Maybe you have fun memories with some of your family and crafting as well. I know a lot of people like to craft with grandchildren and children, or maybe your aunt, uncle, whoever. I don't know. I think that crafting is such a fun thing and it can bring people together. So it's just kind of fun. I recently have decided with my group, I have a women's group that it's kind of like a book club, I guess, but it's just for ladies. And we are going to have a little craft night, and I'm going to prepare some stitching ornaments, and we're going to be stitching those up. So look out on my channel for the aftermath. I'll post some pictures of that once it happens and let you know how it goes. I don't know if the microphone is going to pick up the siren that's going off, but there's a siren going by. And I just want to say that every time I hear a siren, I'm just saying that if you hear a siren, you should say a prayer, because nobody who is either in an ambulance or needing a fire truck or whatever is having a good day. So a little prayer can go a long way. So Just saying, if you hear a siren, say a prayer. Okay, all right, I finished that card, and now here is another one. This one I did almost identical to the one I just colored on camera, but I wanted to kind of play around with some teals, and this would make a really nice birthday card for any little bambino that you might have that needs a birthday card. So there you have it. It was just my niece Nora's birthday, and we went over to their house and had cake and dinner, and it was so nice to see family. So I'm just so thankful for family, and it was so nice just to pull out a card from my stash and get it ready for the party, because I have so many birthday cards on hand already. It was just so helpful. So thankful for my hobby of crafting to help me out in a pinch and needing birthday cards, because sometimes those birthdays, they just sneak up on you, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, that's tomorrow, whoops, or hey, you gotta get that in the mail because the birthday is in a couple days. That's if you're lucky, I guess, but you know. Anyway, this one I wanted to do with the dark blues, but I just think this is so endearing. This is so like kid in a nutshell. The kids are going nuts, having fun, and the mom is just looking at them like, are you kidding me? Or older sister, but also like, oh, you're so cute. Ha, you hit me in the face, but you're funny. Anyway, I've been rambling. I think we're going to end it here. Let me know in the comments if you have questions. Let me know which one's your favorite. I think the one I did on camera here was my favorite with this little measuring, but this is a very sweet stamp as well. I'll have to do some more soon and post those on my Instagram. So if you want to see even more inspiration, check out Stationery by Justine on Instagram. I wish endless hours of crafting for you. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.